Steve Kim for UCN Live. I'm with the trainer of Gennady Golovkin, Abel Sanchez. Abel, it's amazing every time I see him. There seems to be no let-up in the pace as it relates to the intensity of training with Gennady Golovkin. Do you ever marvel at the effort he gives you every day?
No, because I think he understands his responsibility. He understands that in order to stay at the top and in order to keep pleasing his fans, he needs to train as hard and needs to be prepared for whatever comes fight night. He's a true professional.
You've been with some great fighters, Terry Norris, Miguel Angel Gonzalez. Where does he rank in terms of his overall work ethic?
3 years ago when I first started, when he was with me for a year, he ranked #1. He just understands, maybe at his age, he's 30, at the time he was maybe 29, 28, he understands, again, what is necessary to make sure that he doesn't disappoint. I gather, I mean, I've never talked to him about this, but I gather that he is very aware of what the expectations of him are. He doesn't want to disappoint anybody, himself, his family, his coach, his managers, but most importantly, his son.
What do you think is the most unique aspect of Gennady in terms of training? Is there anything specific that he does that he's brought himself, or anything that you've implemented with him?
Well, we do a lot of weight training in a way that helps him snap his punches, helps him turn his hips. We do a lot of things that obviously nobody else does because I've never seen it done. But he, with a guy with 350 amateur fights and the kind of career that he had, when he came in here to adapt to me and to willing to do everything that I wanted him to do is very important for a fighter to understand that there's a lot of different ways to do it, and he understood that, and he's doing all the ways that I wanted, and now he's mastered them, and now he's trying to implement those, or should I say, teach the younger guys how to implement those in their training, so that way everybody benefits at the same time.
I see the way these guys react around him, Julius Jackson, David Imorosi. Do you think his work ethic and his overall skill level and is trying to perfect the craft, do you think that rubs off on the younger guys?
Absolutely, because he's always teaching. He's not one of those guys that's going to sit in the corner and not share his knowledge. He's in the ring today because of all the people here. Obviously, he wasn't able to, but usually after training, they're sitting in the ring for 30 minutes stretching, and he's imparting, I don't want to say wisdom, but he's imparting his thoughts on what they're doing and what he's doing and why he's doing it, so that everybody benefits.
You know, I love this apparatus right here, the bag, the teardrop bag. Why do you like that so much?
You know, a heavy bag is just so wide, it makes everybody's punches wider and it hurts their shoulders. With this bag, it moves around a little better, and they're able to throw their punches at a head, more or less. And they seem to like it. The fact that it's an aqua bag, it's made out of, or it's filled with water, I should say. It doesn't hurt their elbows or shoulders or the wrist.
One thing I found unique, I've seen fighters before shadow box early to warm up with 2-pound hand weights or 2 or 3 pound hand weights. Gennady and your crew is one of the few that'll keep the gloves off and shadow box after sparring. Why do you have them keeping the gloves on specifically?
Well, first of all, before they even spar or hit the bag or hit the mitts, they've worked out 35, 40 minutes. I want them tired before they start to do anything that's technical, because I know that any fighter can do good techniques when they're not tired. I want them to do good techniques when they're tired. So the gloves being on at the end just continues that after the sparring.
Abel, looking ahead to February 21st, the title defense against Martin Murray, would you say that Murray is perhaps the most physically stout guy that you guys have faced during this middleweight run?
Tall-wise, yes. I would say Curtis was the strongest, yeah. But as far as height and as far as reach and accomplishments, I think that, yes, Martin Murray is the most.
What about his durability? He seems like a tough guy that can catch really well.
He hasn't been in with Gennady yet. He did well against Martinez and he did well against Sturm, but Gennady's on a different level. I've been saying that for about 3 years, and I'll continue to say it, and he just needs to continue showing people that he's on a different level.
As you go along this career, you've been in the boxing business for a very long time, Abel. Boxing, first and foremost, is a business. As of right now, do you think for these bigger names, whether it's Miguel Cotto or Canelo Alvarez, does Gennady Golovkin make business sense for these guys?
He doesn't, but it's up to Tom and the Herman brothers to put them all in a corner, to take, position Gennady in a way that they can't run from him. I think we've done the first step with the WBC belt. We'll find out in May who Cotto fights, and in the fall we're supposed to fight the winner, whomever that is. And if he doesn't want to fight us, that's okay. That's another belt. So eventually Tom and the Herman brothers will have cornered everybody, and they will have no choice.
Abel, final question, looking ahead to the night of February 21st in Monte Carlo against Martin Murray. How does that fight go?
If Martin comes out and wants to make it a fight, it's going to be an interesting fight for all of us. Me being a fight fan, I want to see him fight. But if he puts his earmuffs on, he's going to get killed to the body, and it may be a short night.
Very simple. All right, that's Abel Sanchez, the trainer of Gennady Golovkin. This is Steve Kim for UCN Live.